Hi there, it's Kevin with GatheringMagic.com Earth match number 3 with our Storm Entity deck. Yes, we'd like to play first. That's what this deck wants to do more than any other deck in the world. Now here's where the land... We are playing 14 lands, though. We can't keep this. We'll mulligan it. And this seems okay, though. We just need to... We need to draw into one more land, and then we have at least a pretty powerful turn 2. But we'll go with the Swiftspear and at least get in there for 1. I don't think we want to commit too much on the Mutagenic Growth quite yet. Plus, we can use the Mutagenic Growth to protect our Swiftspear if we need to. At this point, I think we have to. I hope he just drops something that doesn't... It's going to be a Swamp. He's going to Inquisition here. Probably takes the Lightning Bolt. I don't know if we'll have enough cards to actually win this game. It's going to be... We have a lot we need to draw into. Storm Entity next turn would not be good, actually, which is with one mountain. In all honesty, I'd like to just draw into another Swiftspear. Yeah, I thought he would take the Lightning Bolt. So I want to draw into another Swiftspear and then Mutagenic Growth and then hit him for... Well, I don't know. I don't know. We have a long ways to go. And that doesn't help. Because now we need to draw a land and a Storm Entity. And in that many turns, I don't think it's going to really come to fruition, that scenario. So it's going to at least give us... I think we're going to be going against Jund. See if it's a Confidant here. It is going to be a Dark Confidant. So, if anything, that could start burning him down. Another Manamorphose. We'll attack in. So far, not a good little... The good news is, though, if we do get one more mana, we can go Manamorphose, Pyretic Ritual. There's a lot of things... if Lady Luck is on our side, that we could hit into. He does decide to shock himself, too. This is pretty crazy if he goes Liliana. Yeah, Liliana's rough for us, because he's going to make me sack a creature. And it has to be the Swiftspear. And he's going to get it for 2. So I need to hit a land... And then I'll go crazy if that's the case. Young Pyromancer. Young Pyromancer is good versus Liliana. That hit a Tasigur. Wow. Well, if anything, Confidant can get us out of this game by Inquisition. I thought he might take a Manamorphose. He'll probably take the Young Pyromancer. He'll make us both discard, too. I'm going to get rid of the Mutagenic Growth after that. Yeah, so you took the Young Pyromancer. Goyf comes out, and we will get rid of the Mutagenic Growth. So we need to draw into a land so that we can do a string of... Storm Entity, other than he can still block with the Goyf. So another Manamorphose. We do have a string of cards, though, when we... So Pyretic Ritual goes away now, for sure. That is probably the right play to take care of last. He hit a Kolaghan's Command with Dark Confidant. No way. We are getting very lucky with the cards he's pulling with Dark Confidant. He's not even hitting lands. He hits another 4-drop, which could be like a Huntmaster. It's over. I wonder if he's going to sack his own Dark Confidant and kill his own Liliana. No, okay. See if he plays his own Tasigur here. Olivia he discards. Playing Olivia in here. Just going to go for another Goyf and probably a Tasigur. So now I want to top deck into a Bolt and then have him hit a 1-drop. So we have some outs here. We need to land, though. Oh, there it is. There's the bolt. So let's see what it is. Not a land. Boom. It's a lightning bolt. Wow. The Dark Confidant kills him. That's pretty funny. You gotta admit. That is a pretty funny outcome. What's the quote with great power? Greatness at any cost? Any cost. No, I'd not like to redirect it to Liliana. Okay, so... Well, that was fun. I think against Jund, Empty the Warrens is pretty... Well, he did see the... I think the Empty the Warrens is pretty good versus his deck. Versus what, though? I mean, what do we take out? I mean, the Bolt really helped us there. I'm going to take out the Assault Strobe again. Maybe Assault Strobe doesn't want to be mainboarded. In all honesty, Swiftspear actually seems pretty weak. But it probably is one of the better cards. Huh. Well, we'll try just one Empty the Warrens. We have it, we have it. I'm going to submit this. Because he might be like going into Jund Charms, which hurt us. Because he did see the Young Pyromancer. I think we keep this. I think we keep it. We could have a nice little turn with the Storm Entity. The problem is, though, Inquisitions hurt this hand a lot, and I don't even want to Gitaxian Probe quite yet. There's another Gitaxian Probe, so at least we'll get off a huge Storm Entity next turn. Or a Young Pyromancer, depending what he plays. And if he plays Inquisition, it'll be the one he doesn't take. See if it's a Goyf here. If it's a Goyf, I think I prefer the Young Pyromancer and Gitaxian Probe twice. Or we can even wait one more turn. It's an ooze. Okay. Well, maybe Storm Entity will be the right play. Well, because then I have Bushwacker for the next turn. I don't like hitting that mountain for sure. Liliana could come next turn, so I think that, yeah, Pyromancer is probably the right play. Rather than going for a huge Storm Entity. Who knows, we could actually hit into two... Thoughtseize, Lightning Bolt, Abrupt Decay, Olivia. Yeah, see, there's a Manamorphose. But if he plays the Thoughtseize next turn, there's no way he can play... We still have a pretty decent turn next turn with the Manamorphoses. But that's the end of the road with the Young Pyromancer. Is he just going to decay off my Young Pyromancer? Because that's the best case scenario. He's going to Thoughtseize. So he's going to take the Storm Entity. And be able to eat it with the Scavenging Ooze. And then he can still bolt off the Young Pyromancer. But we got the Goblin Bushwacker. We'd have to run into a string of them. I actually do want to draw into... He takes the Bushwacker. He's going to bolt off the Young Pyromancer. Okay. So then he can Abrupt Decay off the Storm Entity later on. And that'll probably... I don't agree with this attack, because I think that he shouldn't be trying to be playing the damage game at this point, because I'd rather block 1 damage than do 3 damage, if that makes sense, if I was him. He just needs to stabilize. So Manamorphose. There's a bolt right now that just can kill the Scavenging Ooze. But here we go. We will use the bolt. Ugh. Guess it's the problem with the too many mountains. Because you can still Abrupt Decay and Olivia. Still hit that Empty the Warrens, though. No, we can't. We need like a Desperate Ritual, and then we wouldn't be able to. But this is going to work out nicely. We'll kill the Scavenging Ooze. There's another one. But we get stuck with that land. But that's a pretty big storm entity. Again, it's going to get decayed. But that's going to take his turn at least. Grim Lavamancer. Love to see like a Bushwhacker here. Not another mountain. That's absolutely not what we wanted to see. Again, this is where I think maybe the deck wants a Faith. We'll put a Faithless Looting instead of that Assault Strobe. If he gets one more land, he's in the realm of Olivia. Ooze. Ooze is another great draw, because it's going to gain him life. And he can still just Grim Lavamancer off one of my elementals. So Simian Spirit Guide. We'll just keep waiting for like a big storm entity. So I wonder if he decides just to take out an elemental, or if he decides to yeah, he's going to scavenge. That's the last. No, he does have one more target on his own ooze. But that's pretty crazy how many lands we drew into. Half our lands in 17 cards. So maybe 13 is the right count. Inquisition does take our last Simian Spirit Guide, which he can now scavenge. And I think that I'd run that. Yeah, that would be the play that I would run. Because I'm out of Manamorphose. Like, what I need to do is draw a string of Gitaxian Probes and empty the Warrens, and then top deck into a Bushwhacker. Which most likely isn't going to be the scenario that happens. So he's going to scavenge his own Scavenging Ooze. I can at least tack in with some elementals. Oh, there's a Pyretic Ritual. It's pointless at this point, but we'll get in here. Down to a 9. He'll come in with the Ooze. So he has an Olivia in hand and 2 unknowns, I believe. No, he can scavenge his own Ooze. Did he have another thing that he could scavenge and then just kill me here? With the Grim Lavamancer? Where'd he get the other counter from? Oh, did I have another? Oh, yeah, okay. My Storm Entity. And that's game. Okay, alrighty. We will sideboard in the Empty the Warrens is great. And maybe this 13 land count is the right amount. So 2 cards need to come out. Swiftspear? Possibly? What is the weak link here? Again, I just think it might just be the Empty the Warrens. I'm going to submit this. Now watch me with the lands coming out. I'm going to get a no land hand. Now this is perfect. We'll keep it. I guess not perfect. It's got definite flaws. If he Inquisitions me, what does he take here? So now I know why the low count of Desperate Rituals as well. He's going to take the Bushwhacker, I would assume. Or the Manamorphose. Bushwacker it is. So, do we want to go crazy here and just go for it? Or give it one more turn? I don't think we can go wrong with the Manamorphose. At this point, though, Mutagenic Growth. Well, I think we go for it. This is where the Assault Strobe is actually really good. Kolaghan's Command, Thoughtseize, Tarmogoyf. Just unload our hand right here so he can't cast anything. Burning-Tree doesn't do a lot. Gives us a Desperate Ritual. See, here's where if we would have had the Storm Entity, it would have been really good. Goyf becomes huge if he just plays the Goyf next turn. If he Thoughtseizes, though, I'd have to give him a... Then you get a Mutagenic Growth. I don't know. I think we just unload our hand here, unfortunately. And leave the Mutagenic Growth in our hand. So he's down to 15. Now he's got to decide if he wants a Goyf or if he wants to Thoughtseize. And he'll decide to Goyf, which I can't blame him for. So now we need... Gitaxian Probe's fine. This puts our Swiftspear up. Thoughtseize Kolaghan's Command, which you can use next turn. Ugh. Bad mountain. Okay, so we're just going to attack in with the Swiftspear. And now I'll kill off the Goyf. But he does... That was 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 life. So I'm going to force out a thought. No, he's going to Kolaghan's Command here with this mountain. That's what I would do. He's going to kill off the Swiftspear and make me discard a card. But then it's allowing me to get in for 4. But I don't see myself really coming back from this. Ugh, the dreaded ooze again. Which can actually... Oh, that is just brutal. That was now as an Empty the Warrens. And the Kolaghan's Command gets very, very good. Either one of them gets good. I think we play the mountain anyway. And he will get rid of my Bushwacker to go up to a 14. And here, a Kolaghan's Command is brutal. A Thoughtseize is brutal. Probably just going to be a Thoughtseize. And it does have a target this turn. It didn't last turn. He would have found a mountain. And I would... if he might Kolaghan's Command and just get back a Tarmogoyf and kill off a Swiftspear. Because there's really nothing at this point I can do. I mean, this is where the deck is completely run out of gas. We just got a basic, though, with it. So, does he have another ooze? Gonna come in with the ooze? No. Dark Confidant. Well, Dark Confidant, you killed him last time. Unfortunately, I have to use a Gitaxian Probe right now. Because he does have that command. And we just ship back the turn. He's gonna exile his own Goyf. And he's gonna use the Kolaghan's command probably during my upkeep. Another Confidant comes out. He's gonna play it? Nah, you can have the 2 damage. I'm going to hope you hit a Tasigur again with the Confidant and me a Lightning Bolt. Yeah, you don't want to be using command quite yet. I think you use it to make me discard a card. Like, I can see killing a Swiftspear here. I guess that's okay. It gives you another Scavenging Ooze and gets you back the... It's definitely a card. And we'll continue to pass. He can get rid of what now? Oh, yeah, he can get rid of my Swiftspear. So he's up to a 10. Come on, hit a Tasigur. Nothing. Just a Blackcleave Cliff. Okay. So most likely not going to win this one. The Ooze is just going to be a bit too problematic. Yeah, we just let this guy go through. He's helping us. And here's going to be... I think he just throws out a Goyf. Yeah. And maybe this is where the Rift comes into play. The ground Rift. We knew he's got a Thoughtseize in hand. He's going to Inquisition his own Dark Confidant to gain a life. That's okay. 2 cards out of the way there. And pretty much gonna be game, because we have to block everything, and then he'll have a lot of ways to gain life. So what's the best case scenario that happens? He hits a Tasigur and decides to Thoughtseize me. Verdant Catacomb there. Liliana, and he's going to make me sack a creature, and then Scavenging is going to get up there. So, once again, let's go and edit this deck. And I do believe that these come with the Empty the Warren. So I now am starting to understand that. But then some of them were like begging for a Desperate Ritual. I'm going to cut one more Desperate Ritual. Maybe we can go back up to some cards. What's another good haster that doesn't break the budget? Assault Strobe still seems weird, but I know that Assault Strobe can be good in the deck. Maybe we just go with these Empty the Warrens main board with the Bushwacker. Could try the Wild Cantor. Just seems like a waste. Gut Shot also does seem... I'm going to try a Gut Shot. Just a one of. And we'll try his Memnite. We'll try a Memnite, and maybe I'll just stick with the Desperate Ritual. Have a play set of him in there. Still. And then they come in. And we'll try this one in our last match and see how well it works. This has been Kevin with GatheringMagic.com. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching Playing on a Budget. If you haven't already, please subscribe to Gathering Magic and check out our Playing on a Budget playlist, which contains every episode. Thanks again, and hope to see you soon.